What do you think? Do I need to announce the tour briefing once again after 5 rounds? Yeah, but do I need to announce it after 5 rounds? I think they should get it now.
I'll write it down.
No!
What?
I think they should get it now. Come on, it's the 5th round. They should know that an FP2 is the driver briefing where they should join the Discord.
It's always nice to have a reach around when you don't ask, isn't it?
Alright, fine, do it.
Humans are dumb.
Yeah, fine, do it. Feel free.
We've done 5 races with this, Justin. You know full well no one in this race has commented.
True.
Oh, it's bouncing off again.
Yeah, that's
What?
that's racism.
That's not racism.
You know why.
We're all racist.
People know.
Yeah, like that.
Where?
You're riding too much, Dirk. Oh, now you're not. Oh, wait a second, mate. I should join any second. Oh god.
Hello.
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 G'day.
Ah, Crescito Pedrosé.
¿Cómo está?
Ah, hola, señor.
Oui.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Alright, let's get into this. We are live while we're on this. We're here for Oulton Park. It could be round 6, it could be round 5, who knows? But I'm going to go with round 6 because it's actually on my YouTube channel. So welcome everybody into the driver briefing. A little sneak peek into what goes on just before we head up into qualifying and then the race. It is basically the naughty step for the little buggers last week, or just they need to be reminded. Alright, let's get into it. Oulton Park, it is basically a single file track. It really is. You are forcing a mistake from the car ahead or waiting for the car ahead to make a mistake. If I see any bollocks on the first lap and people, I see a multi-cap out, I'm going to come down harder on you than a lad's weekend away in Amsterdam in a seedy brothel. Believe me, if I see any crap tonight on lap 1, it's going to be dealt with harshly. It doesn't need to be that way. It's a single file track. Pit lane exit, it's really. Do not impede anyone in qualifying on their flying lap, and when it gets to the race, obviously, people stick to the right-hand side of the track when exiting the pit lane, and naturally, that corner into the right-hander, you're on the left-hand side if you're on a lap. So just be aware and give the space when needed. This track is all about giving one another the room to race. So that doesn't mean cut off the nose of someone that's making a move. Try and give the room to race. Otherwise, we're just going to have a race full of accidents. Anyway, last week was pretty eventful with the weather at Spa-Francorchamps. I think you did all a fantastic job, so well done to you. However, last week we had a bit of a conundrum with a drive-through that went Houdini magically there and back. So what happened with that, I can tell you now, that drive-through penalty will be served as it was on there. So the time allotted from the bus stop to the end of Radion, or where the pit exit is, that will be added on to Justin's total time, as well as a contrary effort from Justin as well. He's given away the driver of the day point over, and I believe it may have been Zeman that got it. in the end. So it was the next person with the most amount of votes. So the drive-through's been added, and the extra point that Justin won for that had been, you know, in good faith from Justin, had been given to the next man. So again, just to reiterate, it's a single file track. Give each other the room to race. Let's not have a load of bollocks on turn 1, 2, and 3 and lap 1. You're all very experienced by now. You know what you're doing. Let's have a clean one. Go out there and enjoy it tonight and put on a show. Good luck to everybody. If there are any questions, the floor is open to you. Perfect. Also, I just want to say, who was in Alexis? I think try and change it to the tofu one if you can.
Jamie, you want to say something?
Jamie,
I
yeah.
did. I should have none.
Okay, yeah. Anybody?
No, I'm good.
All right, cool. Right.
Oh, I'm good.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck to you all. Have fun, and we'll speak to you in the driver interview. There is a thing after the race. We're doing the mystery spin the wheel, so it'd be great to have you all in the interview room afterwards while we do the spin the wheel. You're all invited to vote on tracks for our mystery round. That will be done at the end of the race. So stick around, come into the YouTube chat, type which track you want to see. We'll get it on the wheel and we'll spin it off. So tonight at the end of the race, you're going to know the mystery track as well. Good luck to you all.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
If you're all happy to, I will skip the FP2 then and just go on to the qualifying.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Good luck.
All right.
Copy.
See ya.
See
Comes.
you later, boys.
See you after. Right, I'm into the YouTube comms. I'm going to drag a driver in. Welcome everybody on YouTube. I haven't got the live chat up quite yet. I'm going to do it as and when, but I'm going to drag Justin in here with me so he can, you know, so perfect. I've got some eyes and ears.
Hello there.
Perfect, and I don't know, I was going to pull Rory in, but he's got away with his audio. So, sorry to the people that were missing there. Alan Bristle-Brown, welcome in, fresh. Let me start again. Chris Pizzic, I might actually grab a beer at some point tonight. I've got some in the fridge. They've been there all bloody week. Doug as well, legend. I hope to see you do well tonight with the BMW setup, my friend. Doug, my dark horse tonight. I want to see if you do have a good one tonight. Jonathan Clifford, as always, big love and support from the J-Man. Well, I want to see as well if Chris Penrose has his Venezuelan flag on tonight, because that'd be pretty interesting. Kevin
You
Hatch.
have to look at his name as well.
Kevin Hatch Santé, my friend. I don't think I'm missing anyone else. David Starr, good evening to you. I'll have a look at his name. Let's check it out. Let's go and have a look at David... Chris Penrose, rather. Got you... No way, Cristiano Penrose.
Cristiano Penrose.
There you go, and he's got the Venezuelan flag as well. We
Yes,
are
our home proven Venezuelan.
blessed, we are. Blessed. Alright, we'll be getting into qualifying very, very shortly.
About now.
About now, yeah, the session's going to go on, so just a big welcome everybody on the YouTube side of things. We'll do our best to keep on top of the action as of when, obviously.
Green light. Give it all you can.
Session best relative, it's the best. We'll see how this goes anyway. Right, into qualifying we go. 20-minute session for you all at home. Oh my god, this is skipped over, isn't it? Yes, it has. 20-minute session for everybody at home. The drivers are going to attempt to put in their fastest laps possible for your viewing pleasure. Without further ado, let's go down there and see what we've got in store. Ivan Force, he's been relentless with us the last couple of times. His race has just been super quick. Absolute class of the field. We're looking at number 77992. This is Brent Lemmers, the Dutch driver. The Flying Dutchman, Brad. It's good to see how the Porsche gets on tonight. We are, of course, at Oulton Park. Very tight, narrow track. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll see who the first one can are out as we're looking on the back end of Blair Violet. Good to have her with us. It's a puddle spar. It almost looked like Blair took somebody out on purpose, but the puddle just yanked the car to the other side. So it was an interesting watch, but yeah, Blair explained in the interviews afterwards. So stay tuned as well. So after this race, we're going to do our mystery wheel, where you guys at home get to choose the tracks that you want to see for the next race. We're going to put them all on a wheel and see where it lands. None of the drivers have any clue about where the next round is. So it's up to you guys at home to decide. And we'll get it on a wheel. We'll do the same for the weather, day and night, and we'll do the same for the time of day or night, and the weather, dry or wet. So yeah, it's just a fun way for you guys who are all watching to get involved with it. He's a legend, says David Starr. You're just happy to see a, what is it out there? Another McLaren. Okay, so who is first up? We're going to, Jamie Quinton. I tell you what, let us have an onboard with Jamie. Who are we on board with here? Yeah, so we're on board with Jeremy Quinton. Let's go on board with him. This is a lap of Oulton Park from inside the cockpit of the number 2 Jamie Quinton, the UK driver from Liverpool, as he sets up to start his lap. Bearing in mind, these will not be the fastest laps that these boys put in, not by a long shot. The tyres will not be up to temperature. Race gaps, we can turn that off, so we don't need the race gaps. Alright, here we go. Into Denton's now, and to Cascades rather. This left-hander swoops around. It's good to have the car set up. You've got to hold it on the inside there, otherwise it will just wash out from underneath you. Now this is the scary thing. It's a lift or it's a shift down to gear. Let's watch what Jamie does. Confident with his car at the minute, just a lift. Into second. You've got to hold a tight line into the Shallows corner. And just let it kind of spit you out. If you get up on the bank in there, it just washes you straight out. Now this is my favourite bit of the entire track. We hit turn 6 into Britain's now. So you've got to set the car up for this bit of track over the bumps. Nicely done by Jamie, in fairness, for the first lap as we come into what is sector 3. Over the hilltop now, into this right and left-hander. This is his lot. Now into this left. Difficult corner this next one if you run the curves. This is the Knickerbrook. Now, over the crest we go. Fastest lap, Adam Force, no. There was no doubt in this man being on the absolute limit tonight into Water Tower. Now we've hit the Druids corner. So another famous at Brands Hatch, obviously. There's Lammers just on the left-hand side there. That was close. Jamie just about getting away with that one. Straight power into this right-handed final corner, Lodge corner. Second gear, very tentative on the power there is Jamie. Managed to keep it in. He's going to set his lap. Cut the P24. It will be an improvement. Where does this put Liverpool up into P6? It'd be interesting to see how Jamie gets on tonight. Alright, without further ado, I will keep on top of the YouTube chat as well. Ivan Forbes sets the fastest lap of this race, by the way, 1:32.7. And I said 32s were possible earlier on, because we did a few laps and basically we were below 33, so absolutely wringing the neck of that Mustang. Every pony available. Rory Ritual Kaiser Horse, one of the fan favourites, the 2-1-1 Lamborghini Evolution driver. Always a lot of support inside of our live chat in the YouTube for Rory. Okay, over the curve now. Lamborghini power, looking on the back of Misha Miles, there's 73. So again, just some information here and hello to everybody and welcome back to what is, I think, round 6. It could be round 5, I'm not sure, but welcome back to the channel essentially. And today we're diving into the most iconic circuits in the UK. It is Oulton Park, located in Cheshire. This track is a staple of motorsport for decades, especially British motorsport. Oulton Park was officially opened in 1953, and over the years it's hosted a wide range of racing events, from touring cars to Formula 1. It's known for its natural undulating layout, making it a real challenge for all the drivers and a thrilling spectacle for all the fans alike. The circuit spans a total length of 2.6 miles, about 4.3 kilometres in length, and features 17 corners, each one offering a unique challenge in itself, from the fast sweeping bends to a tight technical sections. Oulton Park tests the skills of our drivers. It also tests the setup of the drivers as well, with some real compromises here and there of having the likes of, say, a Ferrari and cars like that really having to work on the setup to get it over the bumps and behave itself. Like, we could see some cars getting out of shape tonight, so whether you're a racing fan or just curious about the history and the layout of this incredible track, there's some information for you. Well, stay tuned, because we've got more coming up as we're heading into the final 10 minutes of qualifying here. We've still got 14 on the clock, and then we head into 1 hour race. It's got one mandatory pit stop in there. Looking at Matthias Belscher of the limited speed drivers in his Aston Martin Williams racing livery. Be interested to see how the Formula 1 team gets on. I know a lot of people are hyped for Williams this season. Do let us know in the live chat if you're interested in the Formula 1 and watching it. Don't like that helicopter shot as Peter Ackery, the purple sector drivers, is setting his lap up. I've disabled the helicam. Ivan Forbes yet again stretching the second, 32.6. Hilariously quick, Peter Ackery here. It just came out of the loop there into turn 6 and into my favourite bit, the Britons over the curves. Does a fantastic job of setting that up. He has Chris Penrose behind him. who is now a Venezuelan driver representing Venezuela. It is Pastor Penrose. Let's see how he gets on. I'm sure he's absolutely going to smash it tonight, so as it stands, ladies and gentlemen, it is Agneforce P1 on a 132.6. A 132.8 is Cristiano Penrose from Venezuela. Further back from that is the Lexus of Peter Cry on a 33.2. So apparently, Penrose and Force are the only guys really in the 32s. But, you know, still 10 minutes of this session to go. Anything can happen. A yellow flag from the 86 somewhere out on track there. Very tight, I can tell you, from Peter Cry in P3. Then you've got a couple of thousandths of a second from Salvador in P4, Darren Jones in P5 on a 33.32. There were literally 3 or 4 drivers all on 33.3, so the difference between a tenth is the difference between P7 and up on a podium spot to start the race, essentially. These guys want to try and put in their fastest laps possible. Oh, as Peter gets all out of shape, and just as the camera moved away there, I thought the car was going to snap back, and the Flying Dutchman revs up to start his lap. In the Porsche. I do not like that cockpit, the Dash Pro with that. Through cascades. Chris Physick just inside the top 10, actually, P9 at the minute for the Polish driver. Tim with a Ferrari in very close succession there. Tim Hobson, the 139 McLaren 720S driver, comes into turn 1. Old hold corner, very, very difficult. Camber initially drops away from you, so pushing the car out. Got to be careful on track limits on the left-hand side, of course. The drivers will get 3 warnings tonight if they are outside of track limits before they get a drive-through. And believe me, this track, not too bad actually, with the distance it is to serve a drive-through. I can't see above top 5 on stream. What are you on about? Can't see above top 5. I know what you're on about, David. Don't confuse me. What do you mean?
I meant the overlay of the tower on the left side, but that's due to the current car
That's
camera
what I mean.
on
We're
24.
looking at P24, so like it's obviously.
Yeah,
if
that's why it's scrolled down a bit.
So if I went into P6 right now, you'd see top 5, wouldn't you? Like,
Yes,
it's just because it's further down the leaderboard. Look, it'll only go to 21 on the tower before it starts cutting off the people there to show you the people that are further down the list. So I apologise, David, from Mexico, South Wales, but there's 25 cars on track tonight. A yellow flag from the 777. That is on Dirt Volker with a yellow flag too. Let's have a look what's happening with Brent. This is the instant replay. So maybe this is just pulling off to a side or something, but this is what happened to Brent. We did see this lap, I'm sure of it. He was setting up, so... yeah, just way off track there. And that'll be it. And the ABS trying to kick in as hard as it possibly can, but that's what happened to the 777. No harm, no foul. Salvador Armand, the Italian driver there, the 103. Just coming into the Britons now. Fantastic camera angle there, as you see the GTR. That's a great camera, I love that. TV1, so we'll stick with that, I think. Alright, how long have we got left of this session? This is it. We're under the 10-minute mark now. It's all to play for. There is a 10th between Zeman in P3 and Chris Penrose, and welcome to the 32 Club. God Perdona, it's Arnold Zeman, the number 15 720S driver. In his, I think he had his livery on there, Jens Steinhaus, the 342. Very impressive over the last season. They've improved massively. Yeah, there wasn't a problem with the actual app, my friend, as we're on board with Dirk. One of the admins over on the GT Challenge Championship. Cristiano Penrose from Venezuela. So, Chris is from the Isle of Man, however, the app doesn't recognise the Isle of Man as an actual country, which is a shame. So, we had a vote in the Discord to see what country we should put Chris as, Chris Penrose. And yeah, Venezuela was very high up, and I can't remember what the other one, but they all got like 4 votes each. So he isn't from Venezuela, he is from the Isle of Man, so don't get it confused. Here you go, Raymond Camps there, the 182 with a fantastic livery, it must be said. Few Lexus out there tonight. It's Darren Jones, Daz from the Pseudo Racing Drivers, the number 84 in his Bentley. I'd like to get on board with that Bentley because the thing is you don't get to see the Bentley too much. And you forget what the dash actually looks like. Well, that's not a great one to show you. It's got a fantastic layout inside of the Bentley. We've got board with a lap with Darren Jones, up 4 spots currently. Last lap around a 32, so Daz is on the 32 club, right? So 4 drivers all within the 32. Darren Jones, even Christian Penrose and Ivan Force. Big lap there from Ivan, I think, the fastest lap. Welcome in, Kyle. How are you doing, buddy? I didn't change it in a while, so I did wonder. Well, I apologise, David. We'll get there. We're doing it. Good to have you in, Carlo. I hope you're well. I hope your evening's alright too. On board with a lap. With the man, the myth, the legend that is, it's Daz Jones, the man that we switched out for a Sunday for. Chris Penrose's fastest lap of the race. The Venezuelan is absolutely responding with fire and fury at 32.5. Full 10th of a second from Ivan. Ivan's got a race on tonight. We've seen Ivan absolutely dominate from the start of the race. The 2 races I think we've had Ivan in, Spain, Spa, the guy has absolutely just completely dominated from start to finish. It's very, very, very impressive. Okay, he's pulling off to the side. It's really good. Nicely done. Doing good, thanks. Carlo, good to bloody hear, my friend. Appreciate you jumping in, appreciate you stopping by as well, dude. Raymond doing his thing. P14 at the minute for the Lexus driver. I thought he'd be a little bit further up there. We'll have a look at Mr. Where is he at the minute? Crisp is at P5, so he has improved. He's not quite into the 32s yet. Our Polish driver, Ches Shamash, and hello to Leon as well if you're watching, buddy. Your dad's doing everybody proud. Let's have a little on board with this Lexus, bloody hell, GTR. We water tower now into Druid's Corner, this double apex essentially. You want to click the first one. Once you've clicked the first one, you know you can kind of full power and get away with it into the second one. However, you drift wide there, you just forever feathering the throttle now. Into Lodge's Corner, he's going to finish his lap. Is he up? He's 0.2 of a second up. This might put him into the 32 club. Oh, he lost it on the exit of a 10th. It will improve, but it's not enough. 33 flat, and Christopher Physic will wind up to go again. Who is improving out there, shall we see? Doesn't seem that anybody is quite yet. I tell you what, Chris Penrose is on a lap at the minute. I think he's thrown it away a little bit. Jens Stein has a yellow flag out there, the 3-4-2. Let's see what that's about. But it's nothing too bad as the camera just does what he likes. So Jens coming through the elite. So what happens to our German driver? Perfect. That was a great replay, by the way. Thank you very much. Chris still doing his thing. And Fosby, yellow flag as well. But if that was a replay by all accounts. Not sure. Alright. 0.5 a second, 0.2. Are these guys up or down? Right, there is a driver up. It's Dirk Volke. Good to have him in. Again, another driver from the Monza lobbies, essentially. Let's go to TV2 and see what that can offer us. Oh! It's a bad time to get on board. The tail spell shut now, coming into Britain's. Yeah, it's TV1's much better. How many rounds are there left in the season? There are 2. There is Nordschleife coming up and the mystery round, which at the end of this race we're going to do the mystery round, so our drivers will finally find out the track that we're going to, and I need the whole community in YouTube to vote on tracks they would like to see. As long as we've not run them, we will put them on the wheel. Just a mystery wheel, and we'll spin it around and we'll see where we're at. Remcramps is improving 0.2 of a second up, but tonight we will know the second track that these boys and girls will be running at. Well, these ladies and gentlemen tonight will finally have an answer of the track they're going to. It wasn't just a mystery round, so we've got a wheel that's a free wheel to spin online. We'll enter all the track names we want to see as a community, and the drivers are welcome to come and join us and also suggest tracks. And we'll spin the wheel and see where it lands. We'll do the same for night and day weather, night and day conditions, and we'll do the same for the weather as well. So 3 spins tonight, but one of them is the track choice. So Nordschleife and the mystery track that we'll find out after the race. We'll do it through the driver interviews. 0.2, 0.3 of a second. Raymond is improving. It's only Yeah, I think he's lost it now a little bit. Yeah. He's still up, actually, so there's more time in it. So if you see in there, if it's in a red, he's not improving. If it's green, they're slightly improving, you know, so... Ram VDL in his Porsche. He'll wind up to go again. A couple of guys in the pit, so that must be it for their session. With only 2.5 minutes to go, nobody will be getting out, getting the pressures up, so it's kind of looking like we've got our grid at the minute. The only real person that can respond is Ivan, to be honest with you. Don't see anybody else going as quick. And as it stands now, Penrose is going to lead us away unless Ivan, Darren, Zeman can do anything about it. I'm surprised not to see Chris in the 32s as well. 0.6, 0.7 up. We've got a real improvement here from Brent Lammers. Would like to see the actual improving times, but it is what it is, it doesn't matter. So welcome to round 6 of the GT Challenge Championship here on SimRacing channel, I guess. We're hosting it, live commentary, see our drivers do their thing around the track. I can tell you now that Brent is, what, 0.8 of a second up. This is going to be a massive improvement. Currently P23. Where does this put the Dutchman across the line? P21, so that wasn't a big improvement as I actually thought that was going to be. Looks like Tim's gone up a spot as well. Justin is 0.2 of a second up. The man to watch, Pete Crowell as well. So we'll go over there. Zeman's a 10th up. We're going to have to keep a look at it. This is Peter Crowell here in his Lexus. Cool livery on that thing. He is up on his time at the minute. There we go, with a couple of seconds to go, so yeah, you can physically see on the left-hand side, because they're in green, they're improving. Chris Penrose P1 at the minute is adding a bit more time on. What's that, 0.1, 0.2 of a second? We're going to stick on board, though, with Peter to set his lap. It's not a great camera, I apologise. 0.2 of a second up. Chris Penrose is improving, though. Something to keep an eye on. 0.3 of a second. Good exit through there. This may see him jump up. He's currently P7. Where does this put him? It's going to put him in around P5. Yeah. Nice job. Where's Chris Penrose in all of this? Because he's up on his lap. He's only coming through Britain's now, so let's see where Bram is on his lap. Oh, he wasn't improving. He was improving, but it's gone, so this could be it. Solidified, Jesus Christ, his place in P1. See just how tight it is there between Ivan and Chris Penrose. It is 6 thousandths of a second. Not 5 thousandths of a second. It's so close, man. Super competitive. Good to see. As Chris Penrose is still 0.1 up. Still got it. I don't think Ivan's on a lap. I do not think he's on a lap at the minute. Into turn 1, Lodge Corner here, and the drivers have all been warned about lap 1 tonight. Turn 1 tonight. The person that causes a huge pile-up is going to serve a qualifying ban for the next round. Big time. That's his lap of the race, right at the end, a 32.5 from Chris Penrose. And that, I think, is just about going to do it. Salvador was improving. 103. He still is improving. That is it for qualifying. These lazy gentlemen that are on their laps and the whole 3 cars. Oh, Ivan was improving there. Saw him come up very quickly. He was 0.1 down. He had a bit more in him there. Only man out on track at the minute is the Italian driver of Salvador, the 103. As I say that, it's on as even as he comes over the water tower. What is Druid's corner now? This right-hander, giving it everything he's got. I can tell you if he does manage to finish his lap with a 10th in it, he will jump up into P7, but I think he's just lost that extra edge there. It comes into Lodge's corner, and that'll do it. It will indeed. The more cars that are out on track is Ivan Pauls. He's going to have to settle for P2 at this rate, is the Mustang driver, unless he really messed up somewhere in the lap. Prove me wrong. It looks like he's actually... This could be close. He's still trying to finish his lap off here. Is he improving? Still going for it. Is the Spaniard across the line? Could we see it at the end? It was a good lap right at the end, but not enough. I'm super impressed with all of the guys. Well done to all of them. Nice job. Alright, we we will go on to AutoCount, and then we're going to check out the rest of the grid. Again, we'll just see, ladies and gentlemen, we do have out on track with us as we go through the starting order, of course. So that's it, qualifying done, and it's all ready to play for, so let's go on track and do our grid walk. Here we go. For Oulton Park, it's Cristiano Penrose, the Venezuela driver, P1 on the grid. Lines up first. P2 is the Spaniard, Ivan Forms, the number 56 Mustang driver, P2. Second row of the grid is Darren Jones, number 84. It is Mr. Zeman, Godford on a P4. Third row of the grid is Peter Crowell, the 186. Still in the third row is Christopher Pizik, Cheshire Master 315. Fourth row of the grid is Lucas Litch, number 911. Moving to his side is Salvador, the 103 Ferrari driver. P9 is Adam, the 222. Inside of the top 10 is Bram, VDL. Moving just outside the top 10, P11 is Raymond Camps, the 182. Fantastic livery. It's Dirk Volke, the number 69 Ferrari driver, P12. P13, we're going to see Jens Steinerhaus, the 342 Ferrari driver. P14 for Peter Eck with the Purple Sector Racing. Craig Foreman, the 49 Suda Racing driver in his Aston Martin. It's Roy Kreiser, it's a fan favourite, the 211 P16. P17 is Dirk Lucan, our admin over on the GTCS. It's Justin Defender Pozowski, the number 44. At P19, that's a shock, is Mateus back there. He's going to come up the order. Jamie Quinton, P20, that's another shock. Mateus and Jamie back here. Brett Lemers, the 777 Porsche driver. P22 is Misha Mel's number 73. P23, we're going to see Tim Hobson line up with his McLaren 720S. Then moving forward, Doug Tilley at 46. And last but by no means least is Blair Violet to lead the back away. So Chris Penrose,
20 seconds.
see what he can do out on track tonight. Hopefully I can get this to work. It's been a bit dodgy with me, but see if I can get the
10 seconds.
starting grid to come up as we do this. Bear with me. Come on, give me the starting grid. No, 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 no. I cannot believe I messed that up. Wow. Oh, look, there it works. My bad. I tried to do something nice for everybody, and look, absolutely messed it up. See if I can do it again. Will it do it for me this time? No, will it help? There we go, there we go. I'm running through the order now. Jesus Christ. My bad. Technical issues there, but you're watching just a rundown of the boys all on their laps. So again, while just we're scrolling through this, I will say, ladies and gentlemen, motorspons from around the world, welcome racing enthusiasts to SimRacing as we present round number 6, the GT Challenge Championship, coming to you live from the legendary Oulton Park circuit in Cheshire, England. After an absolutely insane week at Spa-Francorchamps last Sunday, where the rain caused chaos and heroics tuned the race into an absolute thriller it was. We're back with more action, more drama, and more heart-stopping racing. Last week the rain came down in buckets. It was like watching a battle between the elements and the drivers themselves as we saw unpredictable slip and slides, including a very Code Brown moment from Ivan Falls, the Mustang driver, it must be said. And yeah, sheer brilliance from him to actually catch that and save it. But yeah, unfortunately some heartbreakers. Drivers navigated the treacherous conditions. Some delivered masterful performances, while others had their weekends ruined by the rain and downpour. Obviously, it can just be changed in a blink of an eye. This track tonight, I cannot describe to you, ladies and gentlemen, watching it, how much of a single file track this really is. Thank God it is dry, optimum. But obviously, now it's time for round 6. Oulton Park is a whole new beast. Perfect, let me just get that right. It's a whole new beast, obviously, and with all of its 17 corners and elevation changes, a mix of fast loop and turns and technical sections, it's going to challenge everybody out there. The question on everyone's mind is, who can adapt to Oulton Park's demanding layout and bring the same level of determination and skill that we saw in Spa? We're about to go side by side any moment here and get round 6 underway. So the stage is set right here and now on YouTube, live, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your time. If you haven't already, do consider hitting the like button. It helps massively. Subscribe if you're new. All of that jazz. The more eyes and ears on these guys doing their thing, the better. They deserve every bit of attention. Grab your snacks, get ready for some epic GT4 action as we head into the next chapter. That is the GT Challenge Championship. Alright, Chris Penrose is going to lead us away now as we head up into Turn 1. Here we go. GT Challenge, Round 6, Oulton Park. Here we go. We... green light, and away we go. Ivan gets an absolute hell of a start there, and that's a horrible camera as the dashboard as we go in there. Is Ivan going to go around the outside? He gets it done, and Zeman up into P3 too. Dancing P4. They're going for it. Ivan did a fantastic job there. I think he just got the whole shot off the actual start there as we're watching Crowd P5, and oh, straight away Chris Pissick, the Polish driver, puts one on Peter Crowell. Up into P5 goes Chris, and in the background there is a big accident with a Ferrari. I will check that out. The 103 getting the worst of it for sure. Oh, and Justin's off. Justin is off. Has he managed to save that? Just about. It took some braking from the cars in front as he's trying to challenge Rory there too. Dirk still not got the livery on. In fact, you sent me it in a message. I apologise, Dirk. You did send me that livery. That is my bad, my friend. I do have his livery. As Justin absolutely shunts Rory into next week and drives off like nothing ever happened. The 211 is going to be fuming with the Porsche driver there. Ministry of Defence, Ministry of Attack. Raven Camps there, he's under fire. He does have a Ferrari all over the arse end of him with Jens just in the background. Do want to have a look what happened to the 103 while we have a second in the action, but as it is lap number 1. Peter Racker and Jens Steinhaus super close to each other, and they just about sort that out as they look a bit further forward. I can tell you Ivan Froese has got away. He's got nearly a second on Chris Penrose in the opening lap. Zeman closely following him. Darren Jones very, very close too. We'll go and have a little look at that action. That's just about holding on to the back end of the 720S. I would have thought the Bentley would have a much better outing here, just with its suspension setup being able to tackle the curbs much better than the 720S. But as it stands, the big winners from this one, Jamie Quinton up 5 spots, Misha Mills up 4, down 12. Motor's not going to be happy with that, and I know that they're going to be kicking themselves, but as you can see there, Penrose down a spot. Pit window is opened, as you just heard. 1 mandatory pit stop tonight, and as that's just reminded me, we better put that on. One mandatory pit stop. You'll see on the graphics on the left-hand side where it says number 1 in orange, that quotes that they have 1 pit stop they need to do, and the mandatory is for all 4 tyres of their car to be changed. So they better be nice to the pit crew all week. Maybe you bought them a beer at the weekend, and in hopes that they have a very quick stop. It could mean the difference of coming out in front of the car ahead and being left in the dust. As you see now, we've got pretty much single file racing going on as we hit the 57-minute mark. Oh, Daz is going for it. Steven with a bumper full of Bentley there. Daz with a much better line through that section, but nowhere to go. Trying to force a mistake is the Suda Racing driver. The Bentley having a little look there on the inside as we're coming into a launch corner, the right-hander. Good driving by the pair of them, very patient as well. I think Chris Bissett will be looking at this and going, I want a piece of this action, as Ivan sets the fastest lap of the race of a 1:32.9. The Spaniard with his foot down. But he does have a raging bull in this Venezuela behind him of Chris Penrose. While I'm sorting a few things out here. Hey. Okay, happy. Right, let's get back to the action. Chris Pizik now in his GTR car change, actually, for the Polish driver. I can tell you the likes of Justin and Jamie are going at it a little further back. And Salvador is trying to make his way back up the order now. closest battle out on track. I know Darren's pretty close to Zeman, nowhere to go. Jens and Peter Rackery are going at it. This is for P12 and 11 respectively. It's Ferrari on Ferrari action. Jens definitely looks the quicker of the two at the minute, but nowhere to go. Good run out of there. Bit of dust being thrown up from the cars ahead. Oulton Park always providing a technical layout there, and it's Dirk behind, flashing the blinkers. Let him know who is there. And oh, Tim's had a moment. The number 56 is round. No, the 159 is round. What has happened there? I have a big yellow flag, but nothing's come up on there. So what I do want to see is the 103 of Salvador. Obviously, this guy here, super up the order, was the 103. And so let's have a look what happened at the start. This was an incident that put the Ferrari driver way down the order. So we've got Luke Slickton up there as well. We've got Chris Physick in front. So what goes on here? So all's fair at this point. Perfect camera angle. So he's either got slid out on his own, just on the power a little early, or Luke Slickton, the Porsche driver, has hit the rear end of him. From that camera angle, it's bloody hard to tell. So, you know, we can all throw stones in glass houses, but until we actually see a definitive on board from either one of the drivers, we're simply just not going to know. But there's Stan Jones still hassling Zeman in front. Do let us know your thoughts in the live chat, by the way. I'm going to put the first vote up of the tracks. I'm going to attempt to anyway. So bear with me, we're going to put our first vote up, and I will mark it down. I do need your help. Those that are watching, please put in your vote and let me know. Okay, let's get this vote going. Alright, let's start a vote. Alright. Mystery track. Alright, let's put in, I think Kota would be one of them. Brands. Brads. Add an option. Any options? Tell me some tracks, guys, that you may want to see. I guess we'll put this down on. And another track. For now. Right, the first poll is up. Please let me know what you guys think. Okay, we're just on the back of Rory Kaiser there. We did see a bit of an incident with Justin, the Minister of Defence. Rory, a big fan favourite here on the GT Challenge Championship, usually comes in with a lot of support. Good guy. Great family, good kid, and yeah, talented racer who's improved massively. This is really unusual to see Matthias Belchert right down the order as Ivan puts in the fastest lap of the race at 32.8. I can tell you that up towards the front, Ivan's pulled out nearly 2 seconds to Chris Penrose between P2 and 1. Christopher Physick, however, very close, 0.5 of a second. He's come to join the party with Zeman and Daz. Hola, stay, señorita. Make sure you guys vote on the track you want to see, because we're gonna have to do a couple of them. All right, we've had 3 votes so far, and they're all like 25%. 4 votes so far, and every single one of them has got a bloody vote. Come on, guys. Trolling me with that lot. Mr. Space Galleria. Oh, I voted. Well, thank you. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. We're not at the minute. Close battles. Massively close battles. Misha Mel's, Dirk Volky and Justin. The German bit. Oh, Misha is off. Number 73 is around. Not sure what happened there with the 73. We'll check it out. Not sure what happened with the number 73 there. We'll check it out. Maybe it was an avoided manoeuvre. Let's go to the instant replay and see what happens as we're going through his lock to the right hander. All's good here. Onto the brakes. Yeah, and I think it was just a case of trying to miss Justin in front. There was gonna be a huge accident there. So avoiding action from the number 73. Do have a battle on our hands. Lucas Litchin and Adam are very, very close together. Welcome into the live chat, all 17 people watching. If you haven't already, do consider hitting the like button. It's totally free and helps 100%. 18 likes already. Guys are killing it. Thank you for joining us for round 6 of the GT Challenge Championship. Again, it's a 1 hour race tonight with a mandatory pit stop. 50 minutes left of this one. We're 10 minutes into this race. You're seeing the number 1 at the side in the orange writing. It means that they still have 1 pit stop to complete. In order to complete your pit stop, you have to change all 4 of your tyres in your pit stop, and that will go to a green mark instead of orange, and that way we will know who has taken their pit stop. So far, I don't think anybody has. So, what happens here at Oulton Park? Well, you need to compromise with the setups with the curbs, and what happens in the bit we've just seen at the Britons, what tends to happen is you will get tyre loss, pressure loss, sorry, in your rear left tyre, usually, but it's not like partial to anyone, but we'll just use it as an example, rear left, and what will happen is you'll end up hitting it that hard, the tyre will slowly start to deflate, essentially, a slow puncture, if you will. And yeah, it might force some extra stops tonight from drivers that run that risk of taking the curve. Really difficult and hard, but yeah, close battle between Zeman and Darren. Very close. I can tell you Salvador and Craig Foreman super close to 1 and number 2. I do want to check that out though. The 103, Salvador trying to make his way back after a chaotic start. Didn't make it to turn 2. Matt Jones says Sandoval. Let's go. Damn it, I didn't see the boat. What was the boat? Did I completely miss that? Oh, there we go. Zandervoort has the winner, so Zandervoort will get put on to the wheel. Zandervoort will get put on the wheel. Alright, good job. Matt Jones, hope you're well, my friend. Space Galleria, welcome to moderation, baby. With great power comes great responsibility, my friend. Raymond Camps, the 182, is finding his way. Top 10 position for Raymond at the minute, though, so it's not going bad. Alright, we're nothing but professionals here. Pen and paper, baby. Pen and paper. Alright. That vote looks like it's on the list, and nothing but Class A papers for you here. They've got an envelope and a red pen. But tell I don't spoil you, whereas Mercedes Belichick finds his way on the end of Blair Violet. So Sandbot is going on the wheel. That is our first track, so we'll end that poll. Thank you very much, guys. Poll number 2 is going to come up very, very shortly. Every 10 minutes, we're going to check a new poll. Do let us know in the live chat what tracks you would like to see, guys. And the winner there.
Donington.
Donington, yeah, I haven't put that on a vote yet. I'll put it on the next one, as and when it comes up. Next 10 minutes, we'll start the poll. Right, that poll's ready to go as and when I want. God, I'm professional. You will be happy to know that Donington is on the next vote. Every 10 minutes, we'll have a vote, have a poll on the channel, see which one you want to see. I really appreciate everyone's input with it. By the end of this race, we'll know the mystery round, and all the drivers will actually know which round we're going to. Zeman holding on to P3 like a champ, and Dad's getting impatient here. I'll tell you what, Daz might be thinking, if he can't get round the McLaren driver, do I take a pit stop early and try and jump the 720S? It's a risk. I mean, he could end up in traffic. He could end up in fresh air and be able to stretch the lengths of that Bentley. So, oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. That is through, and there, he was patient. He waited for that moment to transpire, and the Bentley driver is finally through, and that is a prime example of patience is a virtue. It really is. I told him, listen, you're waiting for a mistake from the cars ahead. You're waiting for a moment to pick up on these guys, and Daz, just like a champ, waited for his moment and sprang on Zeman. Zeman's no slouch. He will not let that one go. He will be back with a vengeance. All good, man. I missed the race by a few minutes. Didn't get up. You could have joined, brother. Even at the, I think, obviously qualifying, you could have joined. But Mark, I did notice you wasn't on the grid, dude. So it's always a pleasure to have the Pseudo Racing Purple Sector drivers with us. Darren Jones up into P3. That'll be music to the ears. And Luke Schlichten now is really hassling the 222. On board with the Porsche driver. B-tuber. Never had any idea what a B-tuber was. Basically, it's an animation of some anime thing. I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. But yeah, it's a real thing. Who knew? Alright, 4 minutes, we'll start the next poll off. I need your input, where I will put your vote on a red pen, on a bit of paper. Old school, baby. Lucas Lichten still hassling. Tell you that gap is 0.4. Dirt Luke is down a spot. Something's happened with the 131 there. All over the arse end of Peter Ackery, however, in the background. Oh my, look at this. Talk about I'm in danger. Rory Kaiser with the likes of Matthias Belasher and Salvador behind. It's close. It's really close. The good fight that's happening, and Tim, is he into the pit lane? He's in the pit lane, taking his pit stop. I'm hoping he's taking his pit stop, but I have a yellow flag out here for him. It's an accident by all accounts with the 73, so while we've got a little break in the accident, something else has happened up ahead with Luke Lichten. Oh no, something else has happened. They're taking the pit stop is Jens, Justin and Matthias. That will explain why they're that far back. Okay, right, I'm going to have to check this out because there's been a bit of a ding-dong up ahead. These two we know were fighting for position, so what happens here? Refrigerator's car. What happens? So this is coming into the Britons, right? What goes on? What am I seeing? Right, so just overlap of speed. You've got to give the room to race, and the Ferrari just was not giving the Porsche anything there. I've said before, you need to give the room to race. There's nothing being lost in translation. Adam needs to really try and give Lucas the room to actually race there. It wasn't on Lucas that he had a lot more speed than him. He didn't make the mistake, and he had the run. So, not good. Let's have a look what happened to Tim Robson here as well, because a little further back, something massive, you can see the damage on the 720S there, and that was why it's in the pit. So I'm guessing it's gone out wide here. Onto the grass. You're kind of a passenger. There is a gap there in the actual fencing. Wow. And I think that's it from Tim. That's not good. It's either a catastrophic brake failure. Right, Lucas is back on it now, and he's going to be very wary about what transpires here with the Ferrari in front. We saw last lap around the Ferrari in front having a bit of a moment into the Britons, and Lucas with a lot more overspeed than him. Right, 1 minute, and we're going to get the next photo. Yeah, that was quite the hit. I can tell you from 21 down, so that will be Jens Stanhouse, Justin Brzozowski, Matthias Belasher, Brent Lammers and Tim have all taken their pit stops. Yeah. Adam obviously trying to defend his position. You have got every right to it, but we need to both give the room to race as and when it happens. So Lucas is in a position here. What does he do? Does he go into the pits early? Does he try and force that mistake again? This is what's going through the heads of the drivers right now. Alright, let's get the next vote up on the tracks. This is for you to decide. Please vote and let me know what tracks you'd like to see. There will be another one at the end. Front car is responsible. He is, because, you know, he's trying to defend, I get that, but you can't push a car onto the grass. Next vote is up. Please have your say and let us know what you think. But yeah, responsible for what happens behind it. He's not responsible, but what happened is he hit a curb, so he lost a lot of speed. Basically. So the car behind had the optimal run, had a lot more speed than him, went to try and overtake, and so trying to defend. Oh, Rory's so lucky there to hold on to that. And so the Ferrari has pushed him out of the way, which there's no need for it. You've got to give the room to race. So ideally, he would have stayed left. Look, he came out of here, he hit the curbing, he went super slow, and the Porsche behind him did it absolutely perfectly. Went to try and overtake him, and he tried to defend by pushing the car to the right hand side. I've said before, this gives the room to race. That means don't cut people off making an overtake, otherwise contact and unnecessary things happen. I can show you the thing once again, and you can tell me on here what you think was the right call here. But this is what happened between the 222 and the 911. This is the incident. So we're watching the Ferrari. He gets it all wrong into a section. Doesn't have as much speed as the Porsche behind him. Absolutely nails it. He tries his best to defend this position by pushing out the car. He should have just stayed left, essentially. But yes, that's what happened. Alright, I can tell you that Lucas Litchin is trying to have a go again at Adam, so that was the fight we were watching. Yeah, but racing is hard, yeah, and it's as long as it's fair, I'm all for it. So, tracks up for the vote right now. Donington, Kyalami, Indy and Suzuka. Please have your say. So far, 6 votes are in. Donington leading the way on 57% of the vote, Kyalami 14, and Suzuka has a couple of votes there too. We'll give it a few minutes. But yeah, essentially again, the 911 with the better acceleration out the corner. It's essentially just trying to make up for a mistake, you know? Alright, 38 minutes on the clock. Lucas Litchin still trying to find a way around the Ferrari in front. I can tell you now, Dirk and Salvador are very close together as our cameras go over there. I'm so sorry to Dirk that I don't have the livery on tonight. Oh, and a massive accident with Dirk and the car in front. I think he's probably very unsighted there, so not a great look. We'll move forward. Yeah, Dirk with a big mistake, and he ends up taking the Ferrari out. I'm pretty sure that was that Peter Rackery? It was. And I think Dirk's given the position back, obviously. Not a great look. Dirk's still... I tell you, Litchin doing a fantastic job. P8 is a massive bunch of points, and I can tell you from the last round that it's so bloody close on points. That's on the Ferrari, bit naughty, exactly. From what I was watching, what you was watching, the same thing. It's a case of I've made a mistake, I'm going to do my best to get on the track as fast as possible or on the optimal line. That Porsche would have taken that position had the Ferrari not pushed the Porsche out wide. Allow racing to happen is my point of view. Give the room to race, and there was no room to race there. But I understand, being in that position in that moment in time, when you're fighting for that position, I get it. When you're behind the wheel, I do. And I see from both points of view, I really do. It's Penrose. Is that's Justin behind? Okay, right. Don't walk down 3 spots at the minute, but it's good to have the number 69 out on track of us. Mateus into the pit lane. The 70s. Something happened with him? No, the 131. Something's happened with the 131? That was Dirk Oulton. So let's have a little look-see at what happened there on the replay camera. I think we saw it actually at the end of this next straight. The cars ahead lose all the momentum. You can see the dust being thrown up, so they've lost a lot of speed. Dirk there in the black Ferrari we're watching, and yeah, that's Peter in front. He's gone for his braking point, completely missed it, and this ended up hitting Peter. Peter bloody fuming behind there, but I know that the positions were given back. Yeah, it doesn't help things. And Lucas, where is he at now? Into the pit lane. He's decided he's going to come in and see if he can come out into some fresh air here and basically try and get the jump on the Ferrari in front. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, Adam, will he respond in kind here? Because he was fighting, big fight between these two. GG, no way I'm driving any longer tonight. Matthias, if you could just park up, buddy, and not leave the lobby, I'd appreciate it very much. I understand if you're having a bad one, dude. And I thank you for at least coming in and letting us know as well. But obviously, just don't leave the lobby, dude, because I don't want you to have a qualifying ban for the next round. Obviously, you don't have to sit in your rig and watch the entire race, buddy. But yeah. Let's have a look at the 10 votes. So the winner of that one is Donington. So let's put Donington down. We'll do another vote. Matthias, how was the race? I know that obviously with you sat in the actual chat, it wasn't going well for you, but didn't put another yellow flag. Number 2, with a big yellow flag. I'm just interested to see what Adam does at the end of this lap. We'll swap over cameras in a minute, but I want to see what Adam does. Will he try and cover off Lichton, who was in the Porsche, who came into the pit lane, or will he stay out there and just keep putting in laps? Because I'm expecting a response straight away from Adam, but we'll see what his strategy is. Will he come into the pit lane now and not... Is he trying to go? He's not. He's staying out. Okay, right. Oh, no, he has come into the pit lane. So he's trying to cover Lichton from having the overcut. So we'll go on board with Lucas Lichton, and we saw. He finds himself in a bit of traffic, actually, does Lucas. So this isn't ideal for the Porsche driver. He really needed a bit of fresh air, fresh traffic to try and get the jump on Adam. So this is the music to Adam's ears. So watching Zeman and... I still want to keep on with him. Yellow flag there. So what happened to me? Shamels, what happened to the McLaren there? Right, I do want to keep on board with Lucas because I want to see if Adam has managed to cover him. What happened to the McLaren? Number 73. I have it as an incident, so... Right, here we go. Has Adam done enough, or has Lucas managed to get the overcut? We're expected to see a Ferrari anytime soon. My God, I could do a better job than this. Where is Adam? And I can tell you now, being stuck in that traffic there, Lucas Lichton has lost a bit of time. I'll look a bit further forward. Yeah. I'm going to turn the autopilot off because he's pissing me right off. But I tell you what, Adam hasn't completed his pit stop. It's still there as 1. Something's gone wrong for Adam, and I don't think all 4 tyres have been changed on that thing. Let's turn the autopilot off because I can do a better job, seriously. What has gone on with Adam there? Because we saw him come into the pits. We saw him try to cover off Lichton there. So why has that done that? Let's put on a bit of a cinematic at the minute and go on to last pit stop length. And then we'll find out right now how long that pit stop was for Adam. It's coming up now. So let's check how long his pit stop was and see if the tyres have actually been put on and it's just an actual glitch on our screen. Okay, so 33 seconds from Adam, whereas Lichton's was 49. Yeah, definitely no tyres being put on there. He hasn't done his pit stop properly, and into the pit stop he's gone. Again, we saw it on the side there. There's an extra 10 to 20 seconds put on there, and that sucks for Adam. I knew something wasn't right. But yeah, his pit stop, considerably less time than all the rest of the people that have come in, changed tyres. Good to see. My brain ticking over there and working properly. That Lucan finds his way up to Peter Rackery. Peter Rackery, probably not a happy bunny at the minute, considering he was taken out. There'd be a bit of damage at the back of that Ferrari, I can tell you this from the 94. We have in the chat, that's on the Ferrari, but not yet, obviously. Hello, Oppo. Dankeschön, my friend. Wie heißt du? Guten Tag. It said, GG's, no way I'm driving any longer. You got sideways. Yes, here in Germany we have something called Cardinal, or maybe just maybe. I had 1 5 beers too many. I don't think there's any such thing as 1 beer too many. Don't want to take someone else out. Matthias, I 100% can appreciate your commitment and your effort to get on track of us. Danke. As Peter has a whole view of dirt looking behind. I can tell you though, right the minute that Salvador and Adam are going at it, Adam obviously kicking himself for the pit stop that went awry. We saw him come in to try and cover Lichton, which I was trying to figure out, because ideally what would have happened there is I'd have been on board with Lichton, I'd have gone on the front-facing view and we would have seen a very close pit exit from Adam coming out the pits and Lichton coming round the first corner, and we would have had a very tight battle to see who came out and won that pit stop battle, essentially, but it wasn't to be. Alright, I'll tell you what, how long have we got? We must down to the 30-minute mark. We have, so let's get the next vote up of tracks. Please, if you're in the chat, please help us out as we put the next vote up. Start a poll. Why can't I not put a poll up? Alright, I need to end that one. Alright. Mystery track. Alright, let's think. My mind is completely out of back. Nerves. GP. I guess that's a good one. Got out there. I need to put the autocam back on. Oh, something's happened there with the pseudo racing driver. That's not good. He's going again there, thankfully. At least now I can finally fully experience the wonderful comment line. Yeah, exactly right. Pros and cons, Mateus. Pros and cons. Alright, so other tracks that we haven't seen. Oh, there's that one. Let's add a one. I'm trying to think of tracks now off the top of my head. Monza will be probably a popular one as well. And I'll add another track. Alright, next poll coming up. Please get your vote in. Rory just letting Craig through there. I think that's probably what happened. It's Peter Eckery into the pit lane. Also, Zeman into the pits too. So Christopher Bizzett goes up a spot there, he does. This will be an interesting vote. The third mystery vote we've got, or poll we've got, includes Nürburgring GP track, Snetterton, Monza, and Watkins Glen. So please get your votes in. I should imagine Monza would be very, very popular between people. Snetterton would be a great shout as well. Well, Lucan. He's yet to, has he taken his pit stop? Yeah, so Penrose have been doing his best to come through, but again, Dirk is in P3 on his merit. Exactly, he does need to take his pit stop, but I mean, at the minute, Penrose is technically in front of him, although not on track. Alright, 5 votes in so far, and leading the way. Well, I'll tell you what, it's close. Monza and Watkins on the same amount of votes. At some point, I couldn't keep the count anymore. Just watch the start. Was Fawns meant to be ahead? Of course, like, I imagine there was nothing on the game that pulled him back, so I think Chris had been just caught out napping a little bit. You can push the start a little bit, you know what I mean? You can kind of go over the speed limit a little bit. Everybody's in that same boat. You shouldn't do it, but I imagine Chris just hasn't got the optimal start, Penrose that is, and just hasn't been in his box that well. It's easy done. So it's managed at the start, because you should be slightly staggered with Ivan just behind. However, it's really up to the pole sitter, the man on P1, to kind of dictate that and push as far as he can go forward. So both of them kind of pushing to the limit a little bit, but it's in the laws of the game. And he was technically side by side with him. Plus, he should have had the inside for that particular corner as well. Unfortunately, with being P1 in Oulton Park, naturally, if you're going to go flat out into that corner, you're going to wash wide. So Chris will have been very cautious of not actually pushing too hard, washing wide, and potentially sideswiping anybody on his left-hand side. He'll have been given the room to race. Whereas you're on the outside, you can pretty much just chuck it in. It is kind of on the guy at the side of you not to push you out wide, but obviously with this championship, everyone's driving within the laws and means, so maybe Ivan knew that he'd been able to push a little bit harder than what Chris was. So technically, Chris has got a bad start there, plus he's not been able to push as hard as he probably wanted to into turn 1 because he didn't want to wash out. Do we have drop rounds? I don't know. Justin, do we have drop rounds?
One.
One drop round. So far 6 votes, and Snetter, Monza and Watkins all have the same amount of votes, so I can't get rid of that poll until at least one track's being voted for, so we'll give it, what, 6 minutes. So, it's Lucas Litchin into the pits, the last man out on track that needed to take his pit stop. Darren is having a go, I think that's Blair, just trying to clear a bit of traffic at the minute, is the Bentley driver. Mr. Zeman, McCall, Alexis behind him. He'll be good. I'll remind him of it tomorrow. Yeah, Penrose will know. Chris, our Venezuelan driver, he'll definitely know. But it was just where he was at P1 as well. He's not been able to push like Ivan can into turn 1. Because Chris runs the risk of running into Ivan, whereas Ivan doesn't run the risk of hitting anything. But technically, it's probably better to start P2. With a clean field, which this is. So Chris has kind of got screwed basically by the nature of how that goes into the turn. But if Chris feels like that car was that bar ahead, there's not too much we can do. The game hasn't picked it up as an infringement, because you will get a drive-through, a stop and go off the start of it. What we're seeing there has Jamie Quinton in front. I do want to look what happened to Jamie as well, because he's pretty good at this track, and yet stop and go cleared for the number 46. Who was the 46? That was Doug Tilley with a stop and go. Okay, so that explains why Doug's all the way down in P22. He's our first and only actual drive through a stop and go, and a stop and go, I'm pretty bloody sure, is a pit lane infringement. So he's gone too quick into the pit lane. So what happens with Jamie Quinton? Let's try and figure this out together, do some investigative journalist stuff of what happened with the Ferrari driver. This is a replay. Jamie Quinton. So it's all fine here. Oh, he gets out. Is he going to go cut through the middle? He's going to try, and he couldn't get it stopped. It's so difficult. Big accident. That's what happens. There is a gap there, but it's so difficult to get the car slowed down and get yourself through that gap. So huge damage on that Ferrari, and that is why we saw him as far down as what he is. Please vote if you haven't already on the tracks in the track. There we go. Watkins has an extra vote there. 7 votes in. Watkins is up 1. I'm going to give that vote another 3.5 minutes. So if you haven't voted in the poll in the chat, please do help us out. Let's go and have a listen of what this Lexus sounds like. Salvador's pretty close, and Raymond Camp's very, very close too. Lexus power, baby. We've got a cockpit so you can actually see some of it. There we go. I'm going to hold on to that thing. I do want to see what happened with Raymond and Bran as well. They're very close to one another as they exit through its corner, or enter, then exit. Raymond trying to hunt down P8. I tell you, 22 minutes left of this race. We've got some racing going on, and that's good to see, especially at Oulton Park. Very, very close to 182 now to the... It's so difficult. Once you get on a Porsche and you're going out with acceleration, that Porsche is just going to eat you. But this Lexus in a straight line, ridiculous. But this track is narrow and twisty, so it doesn't suit the Lexus as well as, say, it would the Porsche for sure. The Porsche definitely has the advantage. Peter Crowell and Zeman still going at it. And as well, Mateus as well. Just sitting out in the pitch, you're still going to get points for it as well, dude, so... I guess every point counts. Plus this battle, Craig Thorman and Rory Kaiser look very, very close to one another too. Look at this, we have a whole bunch of cars. This isn't right, is it? Yeah, Adam and Justin very, very close to one another. Rory and Dirk in front, super close to one another. And Craig in close succession, so what have we got there? We've got Dirk, Rory, Craig and Salvador very, very close to each other. Then we go to Justin, and go on his rear wing, you can see Salvador behind. We did see, Adam, sorry. My bad. We saw Adam have a pit stop, not manage to clear it properly, and had to come in again, so he found himself right down the order, just the Ferrari driver. Ooh, this could be an opportunity. He's looking for it, but into the Britons, nowhere to go. Much better line from the Ferrari driver there. Alright, looking like Watkins got that boat. So let's close that one down. Look at that, Adam's trying to hassle the Ferrari at the Porsche in front, but he's not called Justin Defender Podolski for any reason. Alright, Watkins Glen wins the boat. Nice job. So Watkins will be going on the list. Sweet. I got 3 games for now. And favourite, Roy Sakai's horse, the 211 Evolution 2 driver, doing his thing. Oh, that'll be a drop round, right. I imagine it will be, Matthias, but you'd obviously let Justin know which drop round you want. I guess it'll be your worst result anyway, so I don't think you'll need to tell him. Look at this. Blair Violet is the cork in the bottle at the minute. That is a blue flag for Zeman and Peter Krall. Oh, it's gonna get hairy. Blair just needs to cut away when it's safe to do.
Really bad hit.
Oh, Zeman gets filed. Blair needs to come out the way. She does. She comes out the way when it's safe to do. Thank you so much, Blair. And that is Misha Mills in the background too. With them two fighting over position with Blair, and yes, they are. Blair Violet and Misha Mills are having a good fight here. That's on the outside. It's McLaren and McLaren. This is all down to driver skill and setup. Blair blocks the line into turn 1 of Oulton corner. That's a wide line. What's happening with you, Justin?
Adam hit me. Bad.
44. Nothing's come up. Oh, here we go. Yeah, yellow out. Bad accident. Alright, let's have a look at the replay. This is what the battle we were watching. This is Justin and Adam. Adam obviously just trying to work his way around. Let's see what happens here. We're coming into the last corner. We're on the brakes. Adam sent it from quite far back and Justin's into the wall. Big damage on that car. Yeah, that was quite a way back from the foreign overtake, I'll have to say, but... Right. Closest battle on track. Misha Mills and Blair Violet going at it. 1.3 seconds between them. Warren Kaiser and Dirk Oulton, there's a second between those guys. Moving further forward, Peter Krall and Zeman. Thank you to Blair Violet as well. Very, very professional driving from her. So thank you for coming out of the way and letting Peter and Zeman continue this battle. Everything okay?
It's just been scary.
So loud. Alright, I thought you were going to go, oh, you've been so loud or something. There's not too long left of this, 18 minutes.
She wants cakes.
Oh, cakes?
She wants food, but I don't know.
Number 7 involved in some. Say hello to Justin, he's actually on the live chat with me.
Oh, hi, Justin.
Hello, Donna.
Blair Violet and Misha Mills fighting.
Instagram, so there's a good chance I'll send you some.
Oh, she's on Instagram, so there's a good chance she'll send you something, Justin, apparently.
Just laughing at dumb videos.
Jimmy Quinton, Blair Violet, Misha Mills, all the positions, something's happened. Good to see Blair Violet, our American driver in here. The number 7, 720 air striper. I will put the next vote up. 17 people in chat. Let me put a vote up here. Blair Violet. Jamie Quinton's on the back of this battle too, and this is all 4 positions. Good to see P20, P19, and P18 respectively. Yellow flag from Peter Crowler, 186. I'm gonna have to quickly move away. What happens to the Lexus driver? Instant replay time, ladies and gentlemen. Something happens to our Lexus driver, the 186, okay, coming through the corner. He must have got out wide. Yes, he has. Touched the grass. Does he save it? Oh, so close to saving that, the Lexus driver. And I tell you what, Lexus was very close as well. Coming out of the way where it's safe to do. Thank you so much, but such a shame, man. On board with the J-Man himself, he has Misha and Blair in front. Let's put the next vote up. It's an epic racing, by the way. It's been fantastically done, so we'll start the next poll. History track. Alright. It's close. It's super bloody close between all these people. Alright. Trying to test my knowledge of tracks here. I think I've done the majority of them. Put Indy on again, I guess. And trying to think of another track. Oh, life up here. And if you're liking the stream so far, please hit the like button, totally free for you all to do, and helps out the channel massively. Misha doing a fantastic job, P18 up 4 spots at the minute, feathering the throttle through that section of track. Oh, so I guess Silverstone's ball card. Yeah. There's a few I haven't put there. Right, okay, perfect. Alright, next vote coming in. Please vote on what track you'd like to put on the mystery wheel. It's got a further, what, 10 minutes? So we'll take this off at about 5-minute mark. And please just let me know your opinion. Silverstone already? I tell you what, Silverstone is off on the next vote. Mateus, I promise you that. The next vote is going to be Silverstone. I'm not putting Zola on there. Silverstone, Hungaroring, and then there's going to be Laguna Seca or Mount Panorama. So that's the next vote coming up, so we'll get it on quickly. I'm going to give this one about 5 minutes, this vote, so please vote for the track you would like to see on our calendar. Looking at Ivan Claus, he's not got too much camera time tonight as the race winner. Up a spot, qualified P2, has led the race till the exit of turn 1 as the Spaniard, the number 56 Mustang driver. He's been absolutely immense in every race we've had him in so far. It looked like tonight though, Chris could possibly give him a race. However, through the duration of this one, 45 minutes, he's managed to pull 6.7 seconds to P2 behind. It's looking tasty back here though. Jamie Quinton and Blair Violet very close together. Blair doing a fantastic job. Misha getting it all wrong through that section of track. Bit of a wave and a wiggle there from Jamie Quinton. Alright, let's have a little look at the vote so far. So, with 6 votes in, Indy's leading the way. Indianapolis, Kyle Army not too far behind. Imola, no votes whatsoever. And Paul Ricard, I think, has a vote. Paul Ricard, not too far behind. Please get your votes in. 8 votes so far. Indy's winning the vote. One more vote after this. I have 3 tracks at the minute. After this, it'll be 4. Final vote will be 5. And we'll spin the wheel and see where we're at. I'll do it live with all of the drivers inside the interview room, so everyone gets a chance to hear and see where they're at. They know there's 2 rounds left. There is the Nordschleife that we're going to next, and a mystery round. This is why we're getting the votes in now. So they know they're going to the Nordschleife. They have no idea what track we're going to. We don't even know yet until we've done the mystery wheel. But while they're doing that, I guess I can actually start to put some of the names down on here. At least what's been voted on so far. So. Watkins Glen. Alright, wonderful. Oh, is that Tim coming out the way? I think it was. I think that was what they called the rear end of there. Alright, 12 minutes left on the clock. Apologies for a break in the action. Look how tightly congested that. Tim in the background getting it all wet and wild there. Looking at Salvador, Craig Foreman and Jens Steinhaus very, very, very close together. Alright, 8 votes in, and it looks like it's Indianapolis that is winning that. Well, let's click the vote closed. Alright, sweet. This is going to be the last one, guys, the last vote. Alright, Silverstone's going to go up there. Silverstone. Out Panorama. Hungary. And we'll add a last but final option. I'm going to put Monza on there just for the laugh again. I would have liked to see Paul Ricard, but apparently nobody wants to race it. Right, the final vote. This one will be for the end of the race, so please do vote on the track you want to see up there. Indianapolis was on there, right? So. Okay, sweet. Right, next one up, guys. Please vote, get involved. This is your chance to affect the championship and have the drivers go to a track potentially you might want to see. We have under 10 minutes left of round number 6 of the GT Challenge Championship here at Oulton Park. The drivers have done a fantastic job. We're looking at Blair by 8 positions. Here's our American driver, but has Misha Mel's all over the rear end of Blair's bumper. It's all to play for. I can tell you it's very tight between Salvador and Craig Foreman too. I do want to have a little look. Yeah, very, very close. Big battle on for P11. And yeah, Misha and Dirk with 69. There's something happened here. Something happened. 69 is around somewhere. I don't see him coming into the fray yet. Where's the 69? That was Dirk Balky. Something's happened, and Jens and Salvador very, very close. We're going to have to look at this battle. Look very, very close. It didn't. Right, let's have a look what happened to the number 69 there, Dirk Balky. Well, we've got a minute in the action. He's all on his own here. So what actually happens coming into Druids? Okay. Looks like he's trying to put some heat in the tyres for some reason. So he's got out wide, he's onto the grass, onto the gravel. Has he kept it out the wall? He did. Nice job at least keeping it away from the wall there. Fastest lap of the race, I can tell you, is Ivan Foz, a Spaniard on a 32.6. The only driver on track that has managed to set a 32 on race pace. So fantastic job. Craig Foreman is it all to do. He does have Jens and Salvador behind. There's a couple of seconds separating them. Salvador and Jens very close together. I'll tell you what, Blair Bouts pulled out a 1.5 seconds to Misha Mel's as well, so to see. 6 votes for the track. We'll see which one's winning the vote so far. 6 votes so far at the minute. Silverstone has 57% of the vote, Mount Panorama 29, Hungaroring has a vote, and Monza none. We're definitely not going to see Monza this season, season 3 of the GT Challenge Championship. I promised myself after season 2 I wasn't going to do this again. I want a bloody race. And here I am, like an idiot, back on streaming it. 23 people have liked the stream as well, so big thank you to all supporting tonight. I do want to give everyone a shout out that's still out on track, so see him doing his thing. Okay. You see, these are drivers just still out on track with us. This is how it stands at this precise moment in time, with just under 7 minutes left of this race. Woody in the house, of all people, Oulton Park, best track of the country, slightly biased, and it's 30 minutes away from my house.
Drive-through penalty for number 2.
Drive-through cleared for the number 69, drive-through cleared for the number 44. Did you clear that penalty?
Yeah, in the pit.
Right, thank you. I'd make sure. Also, Bulky getting a drive-through in the process there.
And now it was shown to me.
Woody, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you in our chat. FRL legend
And Jamie got one.
So Jamie, yeah,
Jamie
no,
got
no,
drive
I
through.
don't see a drive-through on my list for Jamie. Just a yellow flag. I see a drive-through
is
for
one.
44, the 69.
There is. I saw a drive through for number 2.
Well,
He's currently submit.
I'm telling you, it's not come through on the app, so I can only tell you what I am seeing. And so far, nothing has come through.
There is one.
Well, it'll come up on the app if he serves his penalty. I think
He's
that's how it
currently
works.
sitting in the pit.
Well, it was Peter Krell in the pit as well, and Tim Upson's in the pit. I think these boys are all retired the car, so it will probably come up once he's cleared the actual penalty. That's probably what we're likely to see. Alright, let's get off that. Seaman doing his thing. So far, 10 votes, so thank you. I tell you what's close, Silverstone and Mount Panorama, 50% for Silverstone, 40% for Mount Panorama. 5 minutes left, I'll keep the vote on there. Please get involved if you're at home. Get yourself into the live chat. Get yourself on the vote. Get your say for the last... Oh, that's a move, isn't it? Oh, sorry, it is Justin. I think he's behind, he is. So watching
Yes.
Darren Jones just making that through.
Yes.
Makes sense. Jamie Quinton in the pit lane, right, so he hasn't come out, so I'm guessing he's got that drive through in his foot. Yeah, I'm not been in that. Blair Violet, Misha Mel's, that move has been made out on track, I have to be said. So, Misha Mel's is through on Blair Violet. Blair Violet's still having a stunning race from the back of the grid. Up P18, you can see at the side of the graphic up there, up 7 spots. And it's super bloody close, however, the traffic coming through there, that is Peter Ack. No, that's not, is it? It's Raymond. Raymond, I can tell you, is in P8, so P8 coming up on the back of P18. A full lap. Very, very impressive. What we got? 4 minutes 20 left of round number 6 of the GT Challenge Championship. Blue flag's been waved. Oh, Black Violet gets it wrong. Oh, super close. Super bloody close. Clear Foreman a second behind Salvador, P11 and 12 respectively. The close battle's coming out on track. Yellow flag for Dirt Volker 2, the number 69, involved in something yet again. I'm good, thanks, buddy. Hope you're all okay, mate. I thought I'd drop in and say hi. Well, it's a bloody pleasure to have the last of the late breakers, Neil Woodward. Keep up the good work, buddy. I'm heading off. Get a busy day tomorrow. Buddy, have a beautiful rest of your night, my friend. Try and get some shut eye, some rest in, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for dropping by, dude. It means a lot. Thank you for the support. Great Foreman with it all to do with not much time left. I've gone board with the Aston Martin driver. Let's get a better view than that. Let's go on cockpit. We'll do dashboard on board from the side. I know people are not a fan of this view. I tend to like it. Please, if you haven't already, for everybody watching this live stream, vote on the track you want to see. It's 3 minutes left of it. It'll be the final track that the community are picking. So far, on our list, we have Zandvoort, Donington Park, Watkins Glen, and Indianapolis. This next track that has been voted on, it's looking like Silverstone at the minute, but it could all change in the blink of an eye. It's Christopher Pizzit makes his way through. I think Peter Ackery in P15 respectively. It does indeed. Chris, solid race so far. P4 for the GTR driver. Cheshire Mash up 2 spots. The close battles out on there. Not particularly at the minute. The closest one still Craig Foreman. 1.3 seconds off Salvador. Have a look physically what that gap's like on the rear wing of Salvador. You see that? Craig in the background there in his Aston Martin livery. It's a pretty cool livery on that, so we'll check that out. Well, we've got a moment. Beautiful, beautiful livery. Testament there, the Aston Martin. Cool livery. Shout out to some more cool liveries out on track, shall we? Well, why didn't you, sir? Let's look at Zealand's only fan livery there. Beautiful one. And of course, we've got to look at Ray Prancer in his very colourful livery, shall we say. Some other shout outs and memorable ones will be Jens Steinhaus, beautiful livery on that for I think the swaps over, my bad, sorry guys. Jens Steinhaus, the auto camera's affected me tooth and nail. Obviously Justin Pazowski also has a really cool livery on the side of his 9:11. It's not all about liveries, of course, but I do want to kind of show them off just a little bit. Quick form on 0.5 per second. We're going to have to go and have a look what the Aston Martin's up to. Blair Violet, yellow flag again. What happened there? It's looking like Silverstone for 1 minute to go. This is your last chance to vote on our track you want to see on the mystery wheel. Not finished yet. There's still 53 seconds left of this race to go. I'm trying to get the hurry on in a minute from the race director telling me last lap of the race, and it's this man right here now, a Spaniard. And a fantastic job. 39 seconds. It's going to be tight. This might actually be the last lap of the race. So let's turn the autopilot off. Give this man the justice he deserves. 30 seconds to go. It's going to be tight for another lap, so I don't want to miss it. As Ivan comes up into the water tower through Druid's Bend corner for the last time, I think, with 20 seconds to go. Again, it's going to be tight, but I believe this is the last lap of the race. And he has a little bit of time to play with here. He could finish this one, but I believe this is going to be it. 10 seconds. It's going to be it. Through the Lodge corner for the final time. The Mustang up and around Lodge got daily across the line. 4 seconds. 3, 2. There's another lap. He could have let off there if he wanted to, Ivan. He could have let off there and finished the race. But he didn't. He wanted that extra lap in, and why not take a lap on board with the man of the hour? This is Ivan Probst, the number 56 Mustang driver. Bit of a little wiggle on there from the Spaniard, showing off for the cameras, no doubt. Number 56 did a fantastic job. This is his final lap through the island bend. The Mustang, every pony and horse running wild. The Stallion through Shellow's corner for the final time as he exits the slingshot there through turn 6 and into the Britons. One of my favourite bit of track here. The final time through the Britons. The Mustang driver doing a fantastic job. Up and over the hilltop into the right-hander. Through his lops now. Into the next left. Then now we're right. It's the Knickerborough. The final time, and thank you to Jens for pulling off to a side. Up Clay Hill, up the rise, past the water tower, into Druid's Bend, or corner, into the double apex essentially, out the final Druid, through straight for into our final corner. This is gonna be it for Ivan Probst, the Spaniard. He's gonna take home victory in round number 6 of the GT Challenge Championship. Well done to our Spaniard driver, Ivan Probst. Well done, masterful drive. A flash of the lights comes across the Spaniard, and Cristiano Penrose down a spot. Flash of the lights. Good to see the Venezuelan driver still in high spirits. Well done, Chris, on P2. Big bag of points. Here comes Darren Jones in his Bentley. P3 on the podium. A flash of the lights. Well done to Darren Jones. And Christopher Physic not too far behind. He's going to take up P4. Here comes the GTR driver, and across and over the line, P4 for the GTR. Well done. Up a couple of spots there as Mr. Zeman, P5. Over the line, the only fans driver. No, oh, there we go. Flash of the lights from Mr. Zeman. Thank you very much. Looks up a couple of spots here. Well done to you, my friend. Hard fought race that was for the German driver, Bram. Bit of a way to go at the minute, but well done to Ivan. Well done to the podium spots of Christopher Penrose, the Venezuelan driver on his first outing flying the Venezuelan flag, P2. Darren Jones, the Englishman, P3, respectively. Could be Welsh. Bram VDL, the Flying Dutchman, P7. Well done to you. And Raymond Grant's across the line there as well in his very colourful Lexus, P8. Dirt Volk, hit the go. Across the line, Roy Kaiser. Give us some burnouts, Rory, please. Oh, I haven't got him on there. That's a shame. Hopefully the lobby will start filling up, so that is it for our vote. I'm going to close the vote. Silverstone definitely won it. Perfect. Well done to everybody involved. There we go. Rory is giving the fans what they came for. Thank you very much. And burn the tyres off that Lamborghini, please. Well done. Hopefully we can hear from some of the drivers and we'll get this mystery round over and done with. Well done to everybody tonight, and a big shout out to our podium spots of Ivan Prawns, Christiana Penrose, Darren Jones, P4 for Chris Pizzicat, P5 Zeman, P6 Lucas, P7 Brian, P8 Raymond, P9 Dirk Lucan, and Rory top 10 positions. Fantastically done. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully we got some of the guys in the interview room. It is starting to fill up a little bit, so absolutely perfect. GG guys says, Daz, well done on your podium, my friend. Fantastically done. So what we've got tonight, we're going to get our mystery round done, so all of you guys in the championship know exactly which round we're going to head to for the mystery round. And I can tell you, we've got one more round coming up. So obviously we've got the Nordschleife, we all knew that, but our mystery round, however, is yet to be revealed. So I'm just going to wait for the driver interviews to fill up. Gia, great race, well done, Chris Fizzer, P4. I'll tell you now, we've got Tim, Salvador, Richard Horse, Doug, Dirk, Luke and Bled, Violet all waiting in the interview rooms. So it's awesome. We'll go and join them in just a minute's time. Well done to all of them. Fantastic job. And that concludes round 6 of Oulton Park. Fantastic job. Here we go. We're going to get the mystery round done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag me and Justin over into the normal big voice chat with everybody in there, and we're going to reveal the mystery round while we have all the drivers there, essentially. So without further ado, let's jump over there. So myself and Justin are going to jump into the big lobby chat. So we're going to jump in here with all of our drivers that have managed to complete the race. A big congratulations to everybody that managed to finish that one off. We will do driver interviews as normal, but I just want to say we have tonight, we're going to finish off what is the mystery round. So everybody in the championship is going to understand, or at least know, which round there, which track we're going to actually visit. So throughout the course of that race, guys, we had a lot of votes in for the tracks that people wanted to see, and I can tell you as it stands right now, 4 tracks have been voted from, but I do want to try and get a track out of the drivers that they would like to possibly see on there. So I'm going to give you a choice of 2 tracks, and I want to hear like an overwhelming support for either one of these tracks. So the track in question will be Mount Panorama, which is Bathurst, or we're going to throw in the likes of the Hungaroring. So without them 2 rounds in the driver's briefing or in the driver's room, which track would you guys want to run it better, Bathurst or Hungaroring?
Hungaro for sure.
Hungaroring. Oh my god.
We know what happened at Bathurst. Please, guys, we want to clean last race.
Can we have Bathurst?
No,
Jesus.
Pete. I will mute you in a second if you're not shut your mouth.
Jesus. So it's overwhelming the Hungary. I'm with Bathurst as well. I would have preferred to do that, but I'm telling you now, it's a 90-10% split here. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys, so you can all see it on the stream. You can see what I'm looking at. So it's all fair. This is a total mystery. So let me share my actual screen. Still capture. Bear with me a second.
Nice.
Capture any full screen application. But please let me know when this comes on. It should come on in a second. We'll do the driver interviews as well. Get me wrong, but hopefully this wheel will come up momentarily. It is still a blank
the lobby
screen.
is called Bathurst, Justin.
Remote panorama. Yeah, this is
All right, that's enough. Where is Pete? Here he is. All right. So, anyone wants to say about Bathurst?
Never give a German man authority.
Of the 2 choices, I'll vote Bathurst on that.
Pete, you can talk again.
Okay, right.
If you're nice.
I don't want to talk again.
Finally, the wheel should have come up for everybody. I will drag everyone in for a very quick interview, but now, listen, the wheel's up. This is for the mystery round, so it's finally out there. The drivers will know that they go to the Nordschleife very, very soon, but this is it. for the mystery round. There is 2 spins after this for the weather and the time of day, night or day, or wet or dry. Here we go. We have Indianapolis on the board, Watkins Glen on there, Donington Park, Zandvoort, Silverstone, and what the drivers voted for in mass concession was the Hungary. The upper 5 tracks were all voted by the YouTube community during that race via the polls. So without further ado, let's give this a spin and find out what will be essentially round 7 or 8 of our championship, voted by you guys of the community. Without further ado, we'll click to spin. Exciting, right? Here we go. Don't be Hungarian, W. Oh, it's Indianapolis! It's Indianapolis! I don't think there's going to be many happy people with that.
Oh, yeah.
It's like an ice skating ring. But Indianapolis, our American drivers are going to have a home race. And I can tell you now, that's it. Indianapolis is going to be the mystery round we go to. I'm pretty sure throughout the drivers that wouldn't have been a round they would have picked. So let's put night and day. And let's give it a spin and find out whether we're going to be running Indy at night or day, essentially.
Holy.
I'm going to do the same with the weather, wet or dry too. So it looks like we're running in daytime conditions. Okay, so in the day we'll be running Indianapolis. That's a bit sad. Okay.
What a relief.
It's a bit sad.
Wet or dry. Here we go. This could mix things up a little bit. Come on, give me some chaos. Give me some chaos. Wet or dry, ladies and gentlemen. Wet or dry. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's going to be wet. Finally.
Oh my
Indianapolis,
God.
daytime, wet. That is your mystery round. Thank you ever so much to all of the community that actually had an input tonight in where we were going to end up racing it. But yes, essentially, Indianapolis in the daytime, it's going to be a wet track. So that's going to be the mystery
What
round
have you done?
concluded. Big thank you. So I'm gonna end this with me and Justin going into the driver room. I'm gonna pull anybody in that want a driver interview. So bear with us just a second. And pull Justin in here. Sorry to blow in some of this mystery with you guys. Bear with me a sec. Right, that should be back on. Okay, right, let's hear from our drivers at the very least. I'm glad we got that out of the way, so let's pull in Blair Fowler, our American driver. I'm pretty sure you'll be happy with the mystery round there. You were one that did like Indianapolis, so yeah, without further ado, Blair, it looked like you were having some good fun out there.
Very good race today. Excellent 5 of Melis.
Yeah.
For like 7-8 laps.
Yeah, we caught the end of that with you two battling there. We saw a couple of spins as well into Hislops. I'm not sure you know where that is out on track, but essentially Sector 3 as well. So, yeah, it looked like an issue with the setup, but we saw you at the start of the race, Blair, at the back of the grid. And then on our Delta, it had you up 7 or 8 positions by the end of that race. So a massive, massive improvement from where you was. And again, I'll bring the floor over to you again, Blair. How was the race? Obviously going back, massive battle with Misha.
Yeah, came in a little bit earlier than I normally do to try and do strategy at the 20-minute mark. And I think that paid off quite well till the end when I pretty much noticed the tires starting to fall off.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, from where you started, which was at the back, usually we see a little bit further forward than that. A big chunk of positions getting from our 720S driver, and ultimately quite a lot of points to actually put on onto the championship there. Blair, who obviously the next round is going to be the Nordschleife. How is it? Is it a track you get on with, Blair, or what can we expect to see from you next week?
It's not a track I get along with, but it's a track I do very much love.
Oh, there you go. Right, throwing down the marker. I want to see you up 9 positions next time we're around, Blair. And yeah, just again, a big thank you for being a part of the championship, being a part of Oulton Park, and yeah, congratulations on having an actual good race. You should see the stream back. You featured pretty heavily in it, with some good battling with Misha at the end. So congratulations, Blair, and thank you. And we look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Blair. All right, we'll pull in Raymond Camp, so the pseudo racing driver in his Lexus. How was your race, Raymond? How did you get on tonight?
I was pretty much on my own for a lot of stuff. I was behind the Porsche of VDL for a bit.
Right.
But yeah, it's. I mean, it's Oulton. There's no overtaking.
No, it's single file.
Enjoy myself.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's Bram, right? The BDL driver. Yeah, it's Bram. I'm trying to remember names like that. But yeah, ultimately, sometimes a boring race isn't, it could have been worse. There was much exciting races going on with a lot of contact and people into the wall. Justin got his just desserts this round. He got sent on and spun into a wall. So I'm pretty sure we'd have swapped your boring race for an action-packed one. But quickly, Raymond, we're moving on to the Nordschleife next week. How do you get along there in your Lexus? I'm pretty sure, right, as a Lexus with your top-end speed, you're going to be an absolute monster there, right, Raymond?
Yeah, a definite monster in the wall, definitely.
Monster. So we're going to expect to see you in that top 10 next week.
Oh no, definitely not.
Come on, where's the confidence, Roman? There's no way. That Lexus is going to power through Nordschleife, 100%.
Yeah,
Raymond.
Yeah.
Do you expect that we should throw in a vote of how many contacts with the wall do you have?
How many laps are we going to have?
No, how many contacts with the wall?
Up in Nordschleife this round.
I'm trying to go with the amount of laps. I'm guessing I'll crash like one or twice really bad, and then my race is done. But we'll see. We'll see. Anything can happen. Maybe a miracle will happen.
All right.
We're moving on. Raymond, we want to see you next week inside that top 10 spots. There's no excuses for that Lexus. It's an absolute powerhouse. So top 10, Raymond next week throwing down the marker. And of course, you just heard live on air that we're off to Indianapolis in the daytime in the wet conditions. Is it a track you're looking forward to?
Yes, I guess.
Well, that high-pitched voice didn't infuse any confidence in anybody watching nor me. But Raymond, again, pleasure to have you and your livery out on track at us in Oulton. We look forward to seeing you inside the top 10 positions next week. Raymond Camps, big thank you for your time and effort tonight, my friend. Thank you.
I'll do my best. Thank you guys as well for the great race.
Legend, bro.
Bye.
We're gonna pull in Peter Rackery, and we're gonna pull in Craig at the same time. Peter, I saw on stream Justin, who is in the chat with us right now, so you can give him as much shit as you like, buddy, because he absolutely... No, it wasn't him, was it? Somebody wiped you out. Who was it? There was a Ferrari behind you. Was it Dirk that went into the back?
Yeah, Dirk, indeed. Yeah.
I was trying to cause some trouble there, Peter. I was trying to get... I thought it was Justin, so I wanted to hear some slacking off and some...
I had a pretty clean race this time.
Well, I thought I was going to stir the pot a little bit there. Peter, obviously, we saw that big accident happen, which is going to throw the balance of the car off. It's not what anybody wanted to see. How was the race for you? In a summary of the race, basically.
Summary of the race. I didn't play ACC in 3 months, so I'm happy I didn't kill anyone.
Cheers,
and the fact that I finished in front of Justin made it perfect.
There's a little stamp on there. Yeah, you had an accident, but you still managed to finish in front of Justin. And I think you've got to take the pros and the cons, haven't you? I think everybody, as long as they finish in front of Justin, can take away some actual positives from the race. We obviously heard from the community that we're off over to Indianapolis for our mystery track. How is Indy for Peter?
Not as fun as Bathurst, but oh well.
I would have gone Bathurst too if it was any consolation to you. But obviously next week we're coming up onto Nordschleife. How do you get on there?
I haven't been there in a while, but let's see. Usually it's quite fun, so yeah.
Well, Peter throwing down is going to get a podium next week. You've heard it here first on the JR channel that Peter Rackery next week. Podium, baby. We look forward to it, Peter. Big thank you for your time as well.
Yeah, thank you for organising.
You're a legend. And Craig as well sat there very patiently with your beautiful coloured Aston Martin that was on the stream tonight. I didn't see too much of what was going on tonight, Craig, but I did see towards the end you kind of catching up. Was it P11 at some point? I think you were kind of catching up a car in front for a brief time anyway. Craig, how was your race, my friend?
It wasn't too bad. It's a really tight circuit. Oulton, and a couple of places given the benefit of the doubt, like Rory was catching me, I thought, you know what, I'm going to give him the inside.
Right.
And then get on a tow with him, and the same sort of happened with Amato.
Yeah.
He sort of spun in front of me, so I went back in front of him again.
Try to be helpful, and they give you it straight back essentially.
Yeah, and then right at the end, he had a bit of an on off. he let me go back in front of him again. So it was a bit of a gentleman's agreement race, really, between Rory and Amato.
Oh, there you go. I mean, at least you got the handshakes out between you and Rory there at the end. Where did you end up finishing? Was it P11, I think, in the end? So
I think it was 11th. Yeah, I was behind Rory. Rory was 10th. So
I think Rory inside of the top 10. Well done, Rory. Well, lad, that's a good result. Yeah, no, just obviously talking to Craig there, a bit of a gentleman's agreement between the pair of you there. Obviously, Craig as well, just to extend on the questions I was asking before, we've got Indy coming up and the Nordschleife. Any expectations for either of the tracks, bro?
Green Hill, I don't mind.
Okay, that's good. At least somebody's gone. I don't mind it. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but yeah, Indianapolis is just like probably the worst track for me.
But the community voted for it essentially.
Oh,
so,
I know.
Yeah, the mystery rounds in there. I can't. If anybody deserves any crap, it's Justin. So forward it to him. But yeah,
Justin.
Obviously, exactly. It's always Justin. Thank God somebody else is picking up on this too. But yeah,
Justin. Can you please elaborate? What happened last week?
Last week. So the server gave out a penalty, but after it got cleared from the server itself. So I never had a penalty on server side, but the server sent a message to
everybody else
to clear it. Yeah, to everybody else, and as it got cleared, it got the log, but not the log gave itself.
Okay, so a long-winded excuse there from Justin, but long and short of it is that Justin will have to serve that drive-through penalty with a time added on. Plus, as a common courtesy, as a token of good gesture, he gave away the extra championship point that he won for driver of the day, and it went to Zeman as well. So yes, he will still have to serve that time on his end of time. So he hasn't gotten away with one. I just want to stress, obviously, that people that have got in contact, people that have noticed it on stream or whatnot, this championship will be run as fair as possible for everybody on the track. It doesn't matter if you're the main dude, Justin, the organizer, the admin, the people that make this happen, or whether you're at the back of the track. It doesn't matter where you are on this grid. Everybody will be treated exactly the same throughout the board. There's no favoritism here. It's how it's got to be. So with that said, I just want to reiterate that Justin will.
It wasn't Justin. It wasn't.
I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying it was. I'm just saying we're going to play on a level playing field. So if it did come up, then we're going to add it. I don't believe that someone that puts this amount of effort into actually organising all this stuff and gone out of his way to try and sneak one under 25 people that are very experienced and had virtually seen that. So I'd like to give the benefit of the doubt to someone that puts in that amount of time and effort. And I understand these things happen. I've seen weird stuff happen as well, but the be all and end all of it. Look at what you started, Peter. Anyway, he will start the bloody drive-through and he will give up the championship point. But with that said, yeah, Craig, not bad at Nordschleife and not looking forward to Indy. But Craig, always a pleasure to have you on the track. That beautiful livery Aston of yours. Appreciate you, brother, and I look forward to seeing you out at Nordschleife. Thank you, Craig.
Yeah, cheers, Junior and Justin. Thanks again. It's another eventful race.
Exactly. We appreciate your having it. Your time and effort is just the effort that every driver puts into this. Comes on practice, gets on track. They're giving up some of their time to be a part of this and put on a show for you guys. So all my admiration and all my thanks goes to every single driver out on track. And by last but no means least is Richard Rory Horse, the 211 Lamborghini Evolution driver with tons of support in the chat. Rory, how was your race, my friend?
Yeah, it's good, man.
Okay, and I mean, other than that, battling anyone in particular, or was it a quiet one? How did your race go? Obviously, it was good, but yeah,
I had a good time, with Craig on track, and I was trying to get Dirk, but he just escaped me at the end. I just sat back and I thought, you know what, Dirk can have it.
But a top 10 nevertheless, right, Rory?
That's great, yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge result for our Lamborghini Evolution driver. One of the admins over on the GT Challenger Championship, who makes some of the things in the background tick and work as they should. He brings a touch of class to an otherwise despicable admin chat, I must say. If that chat ever got leaked, we're all going to jail. I really am, yeah. But he puts a touch of class on it. He does. He's a beautiful person to have there. Is Rory's. But Rory, I'll extend the same questions. Nordschleife, my friend, how do we get on?
Yeah, I like Nordschleife. It's one of my favourites.
And Indianapolis. Yo, Ollie and Drunk
Never done
Gamer.
it.
Sorry, dude. I'm like trying to get the
give it a
interviews there, but giving it a shot. That's all we can bloody ask for. But I have seen you run at Nordschleife before, and yeah, I've seen you actually stick on the bloody track as well. So I know you've got some experience there. Indianapolis, even in a dry, optimal setting, has no grip. It's like ice skating out there. It's crap. So with it being wet on top of it, it's going to add an extra element of BS to it all. So with that said, a big thank you to Ollie and the Drunk Gamer that joined us in the chat earlier. Sorry, we're doing the driver interview, so I couldn't speak over these guys while they were doing their thing. But big thank you, Chidibyrus, as well. That's 17 laps at Indy. Well, that bodes well. Anyway, with that said, a big thank you to everyone that supported tonight. A massive, massive thank you to all the drivers as well. We'll be back next week with the GT Challenge Championship. For round number 7 at the Nordschleife. It is an 8-minute lap. It's a crazy one. Please come back, join us next week, next Sunday, for round number 7. It's a 1-hour race with a mandatory pit stop. It is going to be brutal for the drivers. It really is. It's going to be a tough one. With that said, as always with this channel, thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for taking part and voting for the mystery track. We're going to see Indianapolis in the daytime in soaking wet conditions for the mystery round. So a big thank you to each and every one of you that voted. So with that said, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a beautiful rest of your week. We'll see you Sunday. And yeah, ciao for now.
Thank you.
Junior. That's to come on. It's fine. No worries. Thanks again.
Bye.
See you,
Take
man.
care.